Rich, what nigun you want to do? What nigun you want to do? Yeah, good one. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Anything you play is my key. Whatever you play, I do it. Eliana Hamishpachat Nitzberg.
What did you want to start with?
A nice nigun.
Okay. What are you thinking?
La 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 la. You don't like that one?
Oh, I do. No. Da, 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 da. Dun, dun, da, da, da,
Yeah. Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, that's it. All right, we're ready. Let's wing it.
You know, at a certain point, you've like been a Cantor long enough.
Yeah.
Did you wait? Do you know that the rabbi of the Cantor in Temple Kolami Emmanuel just became a rabbi?
Yeah, I know him.
Do you want to start coming to me? Or
I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in it.
Interesting choice that is. You know, it's like
He's not the only one. A lot of them are doing it.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. Not interested.
Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. Hello. Hi, Agnes. It is good to see you. Hi, everybody. I don't like this tape. I gotta get other tape.
Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom. Now is a wonderful time. So as I mentioned maybe last week and maybe the week before, and maybe the week before that, so all of our Hebrew words, maybe it's just easier to explain it this way. Every Hebrew word can be a verb, right? So Shabbat turns into, as a verb, is leshevet, which really just means to sit. However, Shabbat in itself is a verb, which means that we have to Kabbalat Shabbat. We have to welcome Shabbat, right? That's what this whole service before the Baruch Hu is. Everything before the Baruch Hu is really just like, it's called welcoming Shabbat. Kabbalat Shabbat. That's it. Welcoming Shabbat. And so in the spirit of welcoming, just look around and just present yourself in a welcoming tone, just to see who's around you, right? Welcome yourself. And part of Shabbat is that we welcome Shabbat. It is an action, it is a verb. So find yourself in a place of welcoming peace, of welcoming Shabbat this evening. Let it sit with you. Let it dwell with you. And certainly you have to kind of like call out to it, right? You have to do Shabbat, which requires a little bit of prayer, but a lot of just kind of being here and hanging out with myself and Rabbi. Now I got them all confused.
Yeah.
I was telling Cantor that the Cantor at Kolami Emmanuel became a rabbi. So now that they have two rabbis, I got confused and I was going to call him Rabbi, but he is not a rabbi. He is a Cantor, my friends. I don't see. I think of it this way. I think the role of a Cantor and the role of a rabbi are to be united, and I think we do the same things, in just like different ways. It's like the same way of embracing God, the same way of welcoming, the same way of praying, right? It's just it's like a different voice to the same vehicle. And I think it's wonderful that, number one, because I didn't always used to have a Cantor. I was noting to the Rabbi Cantor at Temple Kolami Emmanuel that I haven't always had a cantor. So he asked what it was like. I said it's amazing. It's amazing that someone can focus on music, that someone really understands music, because I don't, right? And I think that's special, because that was your place of education, and that I think of a cantor to study music in that way is a wonderful, amazing, and beautiful profession. And I think it's so great that we can come together to do what we do every Friday night.
I agree.
That's it. Okay, I'm gonna shush now and let the music talk.
Okay, we're going to do a nice nigun. Richie's going to play it. We need everyone to sing along, all right? Here we go. Yalla da 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 yalla da 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 yalla da 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 yalla da 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 yalla da 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 yalla da 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 ya da da da
Is the candles and kiddush spot open? Is it? Do we have is there a nominee? According to our board president. Before I say something, do you have something to say? Yeah, oh, yes, we did. Okay, see, that's what I needed to know. Jeanette. See, I didn't write that down. Thank you. Jeanette. Jeannie. Why am I calling you Jeanette? Your name is Jeannie. Come on, Jeannie. Please welcome Jeannie up to the bima. Page 120, and you're going to do the candles. And we are going to get started. Give me just a moment here. It's actually easier. You can light them. Yeah. No. It's really just whoever can use a lighter. So if you can use a lighter, oh, you can't use a lighter. All right. Okay. So that's really the only thing. If the rabbi lights them, it's because I'm a pyrotechnic. Yeah. Watch out for the bursts of flames during the Aleinu. Yeah. It's going to come in real hot. All right. Page 120 here. Okay, so if you would, why don't we, no, and you're going to read that. Mm-hmm. Page 121 at the top of the page.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generation of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Okay, and then we're going to light these. We may have to, okay. And why don't you read at the bottom? Under, no, right.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
And we say it together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
All right, and we're on page, wait, you're not going anywhere. You're on page 122, and I'm just gonna, and you could, if you would, please, just begin and do this, and then we're gonna start on page, so we're gonna begin in the English on page 122, and then we're going to pick up at the top of page 123. Let me just dispense our Kiddush cups here.
Thank you. Thanks.
It's like first class service, all right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. And you just...
And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day.
Mm-hmm.
The heaven and the earth were finished and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing. And God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Perfect.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, Shabbat kodsho b'yahava ratzon hidgilanu, zikaron l'maaseh Breshit, ki hu yom techila mikrai kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim. V'shabbat kodshecha b'yahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat, Amen. L'chaim tovim.
L'chaim tovim. Jeannie, L'chaim tovim. Thank you. You did such a fantastic job. Thank you so much for joining us on the Bima.
Okay.
It's okay.
Let's
It
go to
goes,
page-
everything goes to dry cleaning. If you hug me and you're like, oh, I got schmutz, everything just goes to the dry cleaners. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It goes. The talus, it all goes, okay? If it's not clothing and it can't be cleaned, don't wear it. I don't, if it's like, if it can't get any marks on it, I don't know that it belongs in the world. Maybe in a museum,
I have a story about cleaning a talit.
Oh, uh-oh.
Every year I would go to the cleaners right before the high holidays. It was a dry cleaners, no longer in business anymore. It was a really wonderful Russian family, and they used to clean my talit for free every year.
Wow.
They would say, we can't charge you for this. We can't charge you for this. So there was a Chabad at the end of this strip shopping center, and he heard that I got my talit cleaned for free.
Oh, God.
He brought in about 100.
Oh, no.
And they said, look, we can't do that. That's the story.
All right.
It's like a bad joke, but
There's like too much of a good thing.
Exactly. Don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy. All right.
Page 128, top of the page.
128.
Psalm 133. Want to put your arms around each other, sway back and forth, and sing along.
See, I can move.
Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
I didn't know I could
Hine
move.
ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Melody number 2. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Here we go. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Okay. All right, everybody, let's go. Page 130, Psalm 95, Lachuna Ranana.
How many nanananas?
Lechu. Neranana.
Knock knock, who's there? Lechu. Lechu who?
Lachuna Ranana.
Lechu neranana.
Lechu neranana. Lechu neranana. Lechu neranana. Adonai. Lechu neranana.
Lechu neranana.
Lechu neranana. Adonai. Naria, Naria, Litzor Yishenu, Nikad Mafanav Betoda. Naria, Naria, Litzor Yishenu, Bizmirot Naria Lo. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena Ladonai. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena Ladonai. Page 138, Lechadodi. We'll do verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. We'll do our jazz version, Rich. This is my favorite one. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Esther, our 100-year-old young woman.
Shabbat Shalom, Brent.
Hi, Brent. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nikabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nikabala. La 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nikabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nikabala. Shamo v'zachor b'dibor echad, Ishmi'anu el Echad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem tiferet v'letehila la 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nikabala, lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nikabala, likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha, ki mikor haracha, merosh mikedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'makshavat techila la 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nikabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nikabala. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki ba'orech u'mi'ori, uri uri shir daberi, kavod Adonai alaikni la 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 lecha dodi.
Please rise as we face towards the
Penei
back.
Shabbat nikabala.
Shabbat.
Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nikabala. Boi v'shalom, ateret pala, gam b'simcha u'b'sola, toch emunei absegula, boi chala, boi chala. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nikabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nikabala. La 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nikabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, penei Shabbat nikabala. Okay, page 142. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Boichem l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei amlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Seidchem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Seidchem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei amlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Page 144. Yitkadav yitkadha shemei Rabba. Bi'amadi v'rakerute bi'amlik malkute b'chayechonu yomechon u'kayedecho b'et Yisrael bagala u'vizman karivim eru. Amen. Yehesh mei Rabba mevorach le'olam olam me'omayha. Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitbahar, Yitromam, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitaleh, Yitalal, Shemei Kuneshah, Brichu, Le'elam min kol berchata, B'shirata, Tushbechata, B'nechemata, Damiran le'alma nimru. Amen. We rise for the Baruch Hu.
Yeah, who's going so if you left, who's going to do our Amens, you know? We need a Cantor.
They'll all do it.
No, then not like that. Not like that. Not like that. If it's not done like that, is it really even an Amen? You know?
Well,
if it's not done in the Cantor Manny style, did it even, you know, was it true? Do we even believe it?
Yes.
Okay.
It will be fine.
Okay, it will be.
All right. Baruch Hu, 146, the call to prayer. La 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Ya la ya la la la.
Please be seated.
La 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 la.
Ya la ya la la la. Ya la ya la la ya la. Page 149. Because it's true. The bottom of the page. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv, Aravim. And I want you to ask yourself that question every single Friday night, right? Because we inevitably, by sheer making it here, right? Even if you're not conscious, we'll still put you in a chair, and Marlene will count you as being here. But this is still an hour of change, right? And within every places of change, we have the option to change with it or not. There's always the option. As things move, we move into night, we move into day, and we have the option to move with it, to transition into the next cycle, right? And we make that choice, like tonight, right? This is an hour of change, and we stand, right, uncertain. A little bit, but I think we tonight are a little bit certain about exactly where it is we want to go. We want to be in Shabbat, that's where we're headed, and that is the vehicle. And I just want to say, how do we get into Shabbat? What is the vehicle of Shabbat? It's exactly what Cantor does. It's prayer. That is the vehicle. That is how we change something within ourselves, through prayer. That's it. Ahavat Olam, page 150. Is that okay?
Sure. This is a beautiful melody, written by Debbie Friedman. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amka Avta, Amka Otanu limadeta Al-Ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachenu Uvkumenu nasiyach b'chukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha V'mitzvotecha le'olam mahen Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negeh yomam balayla v'yahavatcha tasir Mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael.
Please rise, page 152 for the Shema. Whatever Shema you'd like to do this. Oh.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto. Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto. Leolam Vaed.
Page 154. We're going to chant the Ve'ahavta. You may be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha b'chol nafshecha b'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam ve'shivtecha b'vetecha uvlechtecha baderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot betecha uvisharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת מי כמוך
158. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך, פוגע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה.
Hashkivenu, page 161, the top of the page in the English, we read together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haparei sukkah shalom aleinu v'lekol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Dallas. If there is an individual here who is named after a city in Texas,
Here he comes.
I think there's only one of you. Do we have another one?
Man, this kid's
I
fast.
just got a Dallas. Hey, man. Dallas, what happens when you're going to get tall? What are you going to have to do it from behind the bima maybe one day.
All right.
You're going to be so tall, right, that you're going to, yeah. But for now, you ready? Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Yes, anyone who would like to come up. I was just noting if there was any children here who had this, a name of a city in Dallas. Because I knew Dallas was back there hiding, and
There we go.
I know sometimes he's, maybe like on his computer. I don't know what he's doing back there, but we like to get his attention. All right. Are we good? Are we ready?
Here we go.
By the way, all of this space is yours. So all of this, okay? So if you feel the need to move, hand gestures, you got this whole place. This is yours.
Live it up.
You look real excited.
Well, she's a little nervous, you know.
Okay.
She was up here for Gospel Shabbat.
She was here, yeah. And I do remember that you gave a fantastic 10 plagues. So if your 10 plagues are anything like your Vishamru, we're in for something spectacular.
And
Stanley, come on. Stanley, come on. Stanley, come on. Come up here with me. Come on.
Stanley gets music.
Come on. Come on.
Stanley, come on, you got to run.
Come here. Come be on. Come join us. Come on.
Stanley has not lost his inner child. That's the way to be. That's the way to be. Stanley, you're something else. You are. You're great.
That's funny. I told him the same thing on Thursday, but I said it entirely differently.
Okay. Let's do it. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beini u'beinei Yisrael oti le'olam. Oti le'olam.
You don't know what to do? Just look at these folks.
Oti le'olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim
6 days
asa Adonai
God made
et ha-shamayim
the heavens,
v'et ha'aretz
the earth below.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. U'bayom ha-shvi'i
On the
Shabbat
seventh day,
vayinafash.
God rested.
Shabbat vayinafash. Shabbat vayinafash. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, sir.
Good job. Adonai Sifatai, 164. As we rise for the Amidah.
Adonai. Yananananana Sfatai Tiftach. Yananananana Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai. Anananana Sfatai Tiftach.
Seftai Tiftach.
Anananana Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai. Anananana Sfatai Tiftach.
Seftai Tiftach.
Anananana Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Anananananana Adonai.
Adonai.
Sfatai tiftach.
Sfatai tiftach.
Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid tehilatecha. Anananananana Adonai.
Adonai.
Sfatai tiftach.
Sfatai tiftach.
Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rakel Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'konei hakol, v'zocher chastei avot v'imahot, u'mevi gula livnei v'neihem, lema'an shemo bi'ahava, melech ozer u'moshiach u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham, v'ezrat Sarah, atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mekayem eitim, Atarab lehoshia, morid hatal, mekakel kayim bekesed, mekayem meitim berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofech olim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, L'shenei afar michamocha ba'al gevurot u'mido melach melech memit u'mechaye matzmiach Yeshua ne'eman halakayot meitim Baruch atah Adonai mechaye meitim. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
You may be seated. Join with me on the top. Our prayer for peace, our prayer for peace for everyone, peace and rest in our heart. Page 179 in the English. As we read together, grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate amongst the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul. May the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael, b'shalom. Shalom Rav, page 178.
Shalom Rabbi Yisrael, Amkam, Tasim le'olam, Tasim le'olam, Ki atahu melech Adon, Lekol hashalom, Ki atahu melech Adon, Lekol hashalom, v'tov b'einecha, levarek et amka Yisrael, b'kol eit u'b'kol shah, bishlomecha. Shalom Rava Yisrael. Amkam Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon. Leko hashalom, leko hashalom, leko hashalom.
And sorry, before oh, no, it's all right.
I was going to have a seat.
Oh, yeah, have a seat. Go sit. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. So there's this analogy that I use. I guess I use with myself. It's kind of how I perceive things, and I think it's really fundamental to this idea, which I'm considering to be our past selves, our present selves, and our future selves. And I call it the hotel room analogy. All right. When you go to a hotel room at a hotel, okay, who does the housekeeping? Not you, okay? Because you are the guest. You're the guest. And there's a housekeeper, right? And that's how a hotel works, okay? And it's great. Do you like being at hotels? Well, sometimes, right? But I'd say more or less the thing about being in a hotel is when you walk in, what is a hotel supposed to be? If anything? Temporary and what? Clean. Thank you. I was worried no one's going to say clean. Clean! A hotel room should be clean, folks. When you walk into that room, you're going to walk downstairs, and what's not going to happen? If it's not what? Clean. Okay. So in this hotel room analogy, you are the visitor. And you leave your room and you say, hi, excuse me, right? Like, and your room gets clean and you come back. And how amazing is that? I feel like there's no better experience in the world than coming back to a hotel room that is clean. You didn't do it. It happened. It's like magic. And I think about that experience a lot. That idea that coming back to your hotel room and it's all clean and it's all done. Because I think about, and I use this analogy, I think, for myself. Okay, so at home, and Wendy's not here to defend herself, so it's just everything is fair game, all right? At home, I like to walk into our apartment and our soon-to-be home as if it were a hotel. Meaning, I love everything to be put away and clean. When I walk in, that experience that you have of walking into a clean hotel room, that is the experience, right, that I want. However, there is no hotel staff. It's just me, right? Like that's the point. Is that in this experience, what my expectations are and what I want when I walk into that room, right? The only person I can rely on in this scenario is myself. I have to make my own hotel experience. Right? If I want my room, if I want everything done when I get home, and you want that feeling of walking in, you have to be your own housekeeper. And in some ways, I think it's so pivotal to the way that we think of things. That we set things up. We set things up ahead of time to be how we want them to be when we need them to be. And we do that for us. So there's one of my favorite name in the Bible. Well, it's not my favorite name, but I think it's the most important name. It's the name of God. When God goes to tell Moses what he says, hi, take off your shoes, yada, 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 holy ground, right? And then Moses is like, who are you? And God presents God's name. I am the God that was, I am the God that is, and I am the God that will be. Haya, Yihiyeh, right? Sorry. Haya, Yihiyeh, and Yihiyeh. No.
Ehiyah?
Ehiyah. I will be. Ehiyah with an aleph. I just forgot my grammar. I will be. Oh my God, thank you.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Man. You went to school for music. Like I was supposed to have studied stuff.
I studied Hebrew.
I know. So God says, this is my name. The God that was, the God that is, and the God that will be. And we always wonder, where does God get his name? Well, it's from those letters. The letters that represent Haya, right? The thing that was, right? The thing that will be, Ehiyah. It's all hays, it's all vamids, vavs and yuds, right? Just like God's name. God's name is the combination of the God that was, the God that is, and the God that will be. And what does that mean for us? Well, I think our goal really, as we really think about Judaism, I think it's always right to be on the side of being in a way like God. And I think we are godly in the sense that we plan, in the sense that we have a conception of future us. And here's what I mean by that. I mean, the goal in Judaism is in some ways to be like God, which means we have to part together our past, our present, and our future. That the self that we were, the self that we are, and the self that we will be, they're all the same person. And so what I want to present you today is think of you. Be kind to you, but not you in this moment. Be kind to the you that exists in the future. It's with you now. Because the things that you do now are the things that will be there for you in the future. I want to take one really small example because my father runs a Jewish community center and he's obsessed with exercise and Judaism and the relationship between exercise and Judaism, and he's going to love this one because this is exactly what we're talking about. Exercise is a form of exactly this hospitality that I'm talking about. Exercise that you do for you presently, it's not for that present you. The exercise that you're going to the gym for today is not for the you for today. It's the you a few weeks from now. The things that you do now are not the things for you now, they're the things for you a few weeks from now. So when you walk into that week, just like you're walking into your hotel room, you've prepared it how it is that you've wanted it. That you're giving yourself that experience by preparing yourself ahead of time. And I think that's such a beautiful experience to have, that we can be that for ourselves. That we don't have to have housekeepers, even though it's really nice. And even though there's nothing in comparison to that moment, we can't be that for us every day. That's just it. There's just you. So you have to be the housekeeper in your own life. As we move into Shabbat, as we're in Shabbat, start to think about whatever it is, the Shabbat that exists for you a few weeks from now, and how many prayers that person knows, and what songs that person knows. Think about all the stuff you picked up tonight, and how heavy that is, and how let it sit with you to be with you in the future. And that's what we do every single day, every single month, and every single year. We try our best. And I know Eckhart Tolle doesn't like this. I know the power of now, we have to think about now, but you also have to think about you in the future, because that person is real too. And you have to show that person love, just like you show the individual who you are right now love. Okay? So love future you, clean up whatever, do that, whatever that is. Right? Whatever analogy that is for you, that you're able to clean up that room and do that and walk into that space for you in the future, That is our homework this week, okay? Find it through love, and find it through friends, and also find it through your own strength. You got this. You are the self that was. You are the self that you are right now. And tomorrow, you're going to be a brand new person. So take care of that person too. Shabbat Shalom. 371 is where our Misha Berach can be found. Our prayer for healing. This week we are thinking of Robert Schultz, Brenda Osteen, and Linda Coslin.
Okay, and also Michael Goldstein.
Okay, and if there are names you'd like to add to this list, maybe we could just go around the room in the back. Okay, Alan, we'll start in the back and then we'll come forward. Okay, Marvin. Okay, forward, yes? Okay. Okay. And then we're going to go starting from the front. So, Barb, yeah? Okay. Okay. And in the back, Don? Okay. And Sharon? Okay. Do we miss anyone? Yes. Okay. Tammy.
Okay, we're on page 371, everybody. In the middle of the page. Misheberak avoteinu mekor habracham leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebeherach imotenu mekor habracham lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Okay, sorry, I just remember those three verb forms, so I'm going to say them very explicitly, okay? In the past, the verb lichiot, to be, is haya, right? It's like third person, singular, right? It was. Third person present is hove, is. God hove, is. And then I will be, ehiyah. Haya, hove, ehiyah. Okay. Okay. Now I just, because I didn't want to leave here without saying it, because like I knew it in my head, but apparently not. All right. Our birthdays. Happy birthday to Susan Tell. Happy birthday to Helene Firestone, to David Reeser, to David Siegel, to Ethan Singer, to Stephen Lewis, to Harrison Gottlieb, to Benjamin Schuster, and happy anniversary to Jen and Reed Bergman and Trudy and Benjamin Lechner. All right. Page 586, as we rise for our Elenu and we open our ark. I ask you now to please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tekru l'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoyei aratzot, ve'lo samanu k'mishpachot adama, shelo sam kolkenu kahem, ve'gor aleinu kekol hamonam, v'anaknu korim, u'mishtakabim u'modim, lifnei melech, Malkei Amlokim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'nemar, V'yadonai, Lemelech HaKoharetz, Bayom Hahu, Yiyeh Adonai Echad, U'Shemo, Ushemo Echad.
We stay standing as we turn to page 598, as we turn to our mourner's Kaddish, and we remember and recall the 6 million who perished in the Holocaust, as well as the date of the anniversary is who death, the individual who is no longer here with us physically, but always here with us within our hearts and in our spirits. Richard Altman, Sonny Barkas, Hanford Bilski, Minnie Block, Trudy Brandt, Mildred Cohen, Abraham Cooper, Miriam Eisenberg, Myron Felsher, Samuel Fink, Jerome Gelman, Samuel Goldstein, Al Goldstein, Hannah Habosha, Bertha Halpern, Yaakov Halpern, Sylvia Handler, Asher Hollander, Jack Jacoby, Shirley Kaplan, Bertha Kniper, Pearl Lewin, Charles McGowan, Faye Miller, Maurice Munter, Eric Nelson, Bertha Newberger, Shelley Prizant, Jacqueline Radutsky, Walter Ressler, Alex Sadalowski, Samuel Salinger, Victor Schlossberg, Sidney Salinger, Geraldine Shifter, Sarah Sommer, Nathan Sommerblick, Rose Stein, Philip Tennehouse, Pauline Walker, and Randy Wolf. If there are names you'd like to add to this list, please feel free to do so. As my eyes, my hands, just please say the name out loud. In the back? Okay. Anyone? Nope. Okay. Yitgadal v'yitgadal Shemei Rabbah ve'almad yivrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chai echon v'yomechon v'chai dechol Beit Yisrael ba'galav yizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevrach le'olam ulmei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha berechu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiram v'yalmad Yimru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Yimru Amen. Osei Shalom B'Imramav Hu Ya'asei Shalom Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Yimru Amen. Zichronam Livracha. May all of their memories be for a blessing. You may be seated. Sharon, it is your time to shine.
I shine. I glow. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
We turned out to have a pretty good crowd again tonight. We actually beat last week and the week before. We're small, but we're mighty. And I apologize a little for my voice. It's my allergies. I'm sure you can all hear me, though. Thank you, Rabbi and Cantor, and to Richie for the beautiful service. And Josh McMurray is up on the cameras tonight.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. He's letting all of our friends at home see what we're doing. The beautiful flowers tonight were provided for us by Sisterhood. Tomorrow morning at 9:30, we'll have Torah study followed by Shabbat morning service on Zoom. On Sunday at 9:30, that will be the last day of JLC for this school year. Feels like it's flown by. Wednesday at 6, everything you always wanted to know about Judaism with Cantor Manny on Zoom. Thursday at 9, Minyan here. Next Friday, the office and cemetery will be closed during the day for Shavuot. Yisker will be here at 10 a.m. Then at 6 p.m., we'll have Shabbatini, followed by Shabbat service at 7, and confirmation for one of our teens, Jake Scheitelman. Everyone, of course, is invited to come welcome Shabbat, as always, and to wish Jake and his family Mazel Tov. And, of course, we'll end the evening with a wonderful oneg in Jake's honor. Next Sunday, May 28th at 10 a.m., our annual memorial service at Temple Bethel Memorial Gardens, and we will come together for a lovely short service honoring those who served in the military and are buried in our cemetery. And for the first time in a very, very long time, our Geniza will be open. Rabbi Aaron will lead a few brief prayers there too, as we bury our old and worn-out prayer books, tefillin, and other sacred items. If you have any of these at home, you can bring them to the temple office this coming week, and they'll be delivered to the cemetery to be buried that day. Okay? Dawn, our cemetery administrator, would prefer that we not show up with things in hand on Sunday. But if you do have anything, please just drop it off here this week. Save the date, please, because in 2 weeks, Friday night, June 2nd, Rock and Soul Shabbat is back. We haven't had one in a long time. It's now a part of Temple Bethel's music series, but it goes back further than any of the others. Cantor Manny and Richie have put together a wonderful band, as always, and Barb Siegel and Jeff Jacob will be joining in on some of the service too. One last item. Going backwards by a couple of days to Wednesday, May 31st, Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz is holding an anti-Semitism summit at Posnick JCC. We've got the flyer in trending this week. It's free, but registration is required. So if you're interested, find your trending. The details are there, as well as the link to register. Hamotzi's right over there, Oneg is in the chapel, and the gift shop tonight is open. Thank you all. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thanks, Sharon.
You're welcome, Rabbi.
All right, Cantor.
Okay.
Where are we going?
Our final hymn tonight is going to be on page 625, Adon Olam.
Ooh.
And Rabbi, the verbs that you were talking about are right in there in the second. Yeah. Second.
Thank you.
Second verse.
See, that's why I like you. Okay.
Thank you.
Because wait, 625.
Yeah, V'hu haya, he was.
V'hu
Hoveh, he is.
V'hu
yeah, will be.
Hoveh. See, I was right.
You were right. Haya, Hoveh, Yehiyah. All right, let's all stand up. Let's all sing Adon Olam. This is our Greek melody. Adon Olam. It's not really Greek, but it sounds like it. Adon Olam, Hashem Alach, B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra, Li'ed Nasav, Echetzav kol, Azai Melech, Shemo Nikra, V'yakarei, Kichot HaKol, Levado, Yimloch Nora, V'hu haya, V'hu hoveh, V'hu yeh, B'tifaram. Adon Olam Hashem Alach B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra, Yitnasa B'chetzo kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, V'yakarei Kiklot HaKol, Levado Yimloch Nora, Hu haya V'hu hoveh, V'hu yeh B'tifara. Adon Olam Hashem Alach B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra, Yitnasa B'chetzo kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, V'yakarei Kiklot HaKol, Levado Yimloch Nora, Hu haya V'hu hoveh, B'tifara, V'hu hoveh, V'hu yeh B'tifara. V'hu echad, V'eit sheni, Lehamshilo, Lehabira, B'li reshit, B'li tachlit, V'lo ha'oz, V'hamisra, V'hu eli, V'chai goali, V'tzor evli, V'etzara, V'hu nisi, Umanos li, Menat kosi, B'yom ekra, B'yado, Afkid ruchi Beit Ishan Ve'aira V'im ruchi Geviati Adonai li Ve'lo Adon olam Hashem malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa b'echtov kol hazay melech shemo nigra v'yakad reiki glot dakol levado yimlok Torah v'hu haya v'hu yiveh v'hu yiyeh b'tifara v'hu olam Hashem malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa b'echtov kol hazay melech shemo nigra v'yakad reiki glot dakol levado yimlok Torah v'hu haya v'hu hoveh Betifara, vehu hove, vehu yiyeh, betifara, Adon Olam.
Okay, I'm going to need people. I'm going to need, I had help.
Whoa! Things happen. Yeah, go ahead, Rich.
All right, Dallas.
Estella Bella?
I don't, Stella, would you? Okay. I didn't want to call you out. I can call Dallas out, okay? He's here every week.
Here comes Estella.
Come on, Dallas, get over here. Come on, bud. All right. The emotzi.
We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom. Okay.
Shabbat shalom.
Would you like?
All right, Dallas.